Hey, real quick, we're gonna try to walk step by step through this breakout room thing.
Okay.
Let me get, if you don't mind, if you and Robert can sign on,
Okay.
so that I can send y'all, see if I can do this step by step to send y'all to the breakout room.
Okay. All right. Let me go tell Robert.
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
She's gonna tell Robert, and then, do you want to do it?
Look at that, Monks is in already.
I know, I saw that. And right now the recording's still paused. Now, I'm trying to think. How do you get that waiting room? The list of names on the right-hand side of the computer.
I think when they sign in. Okay, so if I go, we go to breakout rooms.
Oh, there. Then the two probation should be in there now. See, it's just slow. Because it should be like relatively.
See, it's not even. Okay, so
Like go toward the right. To, yeah, like there. Because it just should not be that.
okay.
Now we click it.
Good morning.
Good morning. Robert is putting on a tie.
No. This is practice. You don't have to have a tie for practice.
But I wonder why it's still saying it's connecting audio.
Hey, is my guy here? Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Okay.
Good.
All right, we're going to see if we can get you in a breakout room and back out.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So then they need to leave the breakout room on their own.
Yeah. All right. I tried sending in the chat, but
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
you
go to
want us to go to
breakout.
breakout and then chat and then
No, wait,
go
wait.
back.
Okay, there's no add breakout
Okay, so
room.
hold on a second.
You told me that was the next
Okay,
step.
hold on. Create one breakout room, assign automatic, assign manual. That's assign, click on assign manually. Write that down. Yeah.
Okay,
Then create.
You ask him if I can call him back because we're practicing the breakout rooms. For a second.
Okay. All right, I'm on.
Then add a room. Okay, and then go to assign on room 2. And then click on their names.
okay, so if you, and once you get in there and if you can see each other and talk to each other just after 15 seconds, then come back out.
And then,
Okay.
Open all though.
yes, open all rooms. So it's saying they're not joined yet, but they should have got a message to join. Okay, so then he joined and he's off our screen. And then she joined, so she's off the screen. I wouldn't, yeah, like we just move it to the side. Oh, okay.
Oh, where it went.
Okay, so
Okay, it worked.
We lost the judge. There he is.
There he is.
All right.
It worked.
So when you were in there, you could talk to each other and,
Yes.
Yes, sir. It
okay,
worked really well.
So tell them we'll do it one more time. I didn't get Ben.
Ben just joined on, so we'll see if we can get him to do it too.
Okay.
All right. So we're practicing breakout rooms. So I'm gonna see if I can send all 3 of you to one room. Okay, so click on breakout room. Okay, assign manually. So see, now that's not there anymore.
Because you already did this process.
Okay,
So then unassigned, go to him, click on his name. Oh, I guess, okay, assign 2.
so are they gonna go to 3 then?
Yeah, 2. No, it should be just 2. Because, and then you can, Teresa and Robert, did y'all get a message to join?
No.
But y'all, I think because y'all were already in there, y'all should be able to join.
How do I go back?
I don't have anything.
Or we need Benjamin, he's the one that went in and out.
On the bottom of the screen, if you move your mouse
Oh,
cursor, you'll
you've been
see an
assigned.
option
Oh, gotcha.
for
Okay, I
breakout
see
rooms.
it.
So
I
any
see
room the judge assigns us to, we can go in and out of at will until we are unassigned from that room or that room is closed.
Okay. All right, I see it.
Okay.
I'll go see if you can go in and then come back out in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, so because we've already gone through this process and other people join, they'll be at the top like Ben was, it says unassigned, and then you'll move them to breakout room 2. So then at that point, you can say, Ben, go to breakout room 2, because he's already going in and out. Did you need one?
I just need to drop, and this is a clean docket, for today, except they're the ones you sent this morning.
I sent something this morning.
They
All right.
came in yesterday evening. I don't know. I just printed them this morning.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Everybody's muted, but so I'm assuming you got in and out okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, the only other person here is Gerald Monk, so I may just let him in, and then Ben, if you want to talk to him. Got two traffic tickets.
And before I forget, Judge, I was going to talk to you about judgments. I was going to change them up a little bit.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Monks, I got, let me see if I can get you to unmute here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Let's see if we can get.
Okay.
Okay, so got, I'm going to go get files and things like that, but so you got Mr. Monks and Mr. Nystrom. The two of you want to talk. I think Mr. Monks has 2 traffic tickets, and then
I do.
I'll be back.
Did you want to put me in a breakout room? Or just...
I just talk.
Okay.
Yeah, we start at 8:30. Let's see. All right, who do you got?
I got 2, Ben, and I think you gave me off. Let me go somewhere because I don't want the dogs to start barking. The last time I did a deal, they started barking the minute I started talking. Hang on just a sec. Go in a quieter room. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get my coffee. Hang on. Let me get set up. Yeah, the library's good. Dang it. Okay. I got it. See, everybody starts waking up. How you doing?
Doing fine.
I'm sorry, we actually had the thing. Gotta get in a quiet place. Okay. Okay. I got 2 peoples. I think you give me offers, and I wanted to update you.
Okay.
Okay. Neither one of these people speak English, but they do not speak the same language. Mr. Singh speaks Farsi, and I think you required me to get some sort of proof before we could do this deal that the damages have been done, and he's trying to get that from his insurance company.
Okay.
We got no problem sending in the money, but I think it was a 2-part thing, and I know they've been taken care of. I just need to show you that.
Yes.
That's one, and then Mr. Cifuentes, I thought I sent his money in.
What?
He speaks, Mr. Let's see, Mr. Robert Cifuentes. He speaks Spanish, and yeah, I thought he sent his money in. I thought there was an offer, and I sent his money in. I don't know. That's what they told me.
I can check.
If they haven't, if I can get a reset to get that in.
Well, it needs to be reset regardless. I show no deposit on his name.
Okay. Maybe I got that wrong. Maybe I think I know I have an offer on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. I think you sent me offers on both.
I did. For both of them, you can just reset them with the county court at law. I would just
let me do that. Can you tell me what the I know I have it on Mr. Singh because we talked through his nephew or somebody, and that's what he's trying to do through his boss is to get the proof. So I know he knows the deposit amount, and I'm gonna follow through with that. I'm gonna have him make I'll get that done. But Mr. Cifuentes, I think you made an offer, but I don't remember the deposit.
It's $300.
Okay.
Let's see here. So
okay.
I would You need to email the county court at law, CCL at austincounty.com.
Okay.
Probably May 6th. On both of them. It'll be about 90 days.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then once she confirms that she's got that, then that'll take care of your 2 cases today.
Okay. What do you need me to do now, Ben?
Email Karina.
Oh, email. Oh, you were talking to me. Okay. I
Yeah.
need to send an email in to the county court at law, getting a reset, correct?
Yes.
I'll do it.
You have that
I'll
address?
get that done this morning.
You got that address, email address?
He just gave it to me. Let me write it down again. I'll get that done. I'm sorry. Dang it. You got that pen here. Yeah, that pen. I'm gonna write this down. Hang on just a second, Judge. Let me confirm that. Okay, I'll get this done this morning. Oh, got it. CCL at austincounty.com. Okay, I'll get her done, Judge. I'll send in. I email you requesting the resets, and then you'll send it to me, and we'll sign them.
Right, and what,
It's just
if I
Mr.
can write it
Monk.
on the docket, when are those reset to?
I asked him to request to May 6th. It's about 90 days.
Okay, so just
Thank
send
you.
that.
Thank you very much. I'll send it an email. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. So that's for Singh, that 2 people, I think.
Singh and Cifuentes.
I'll get her done.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Hang on, let me leave the meeting.
So nice of him to dress up for court.
Okay, so we'll see. I know who that is. Let's see.
Judge, have you heard from Steve Longoria this morning?
Not, but I thought he had sent in resets for his people.
Okay. Well, he has Karen Strider in jail. I wanted to visit with him about that. We've been talking about that.
Maybe, I think Mr. Montalvo has it. Let's see. Y'all have a docket. I think Mr. Montalvo has number 20, Nathan Hartman, and 21.
Good morning, Judge. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Yes, Judge, I'm having trouble with my camera. My client hasn't arrived. He's going to come into my office, but he's going to be present.
Okay. And while he's on his way, do we want to talk about what you think you're going to do it's Mr. Hartman, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you expect to happen to Mr. Hartman today?
So, Judge, I think I'd request maybe a 30-day reset to get some discovery. I don't have any discovery on this case.
Okay. We'll probably give you more than that. How about, what would like May 12th look like?
Okay, I think that's enough time.
Okay, so what I'm going to want you to do, May 12th, is send an email. You see that address, okay?
CCL at Austin County. Yes, sir, I have that.
Okay. So if you just send an email to that address, just requesting that Nathan Hartman's 2 cases be set to May 12th at 9 o'clock.
Perfect. Do I need an FOC number attached to that?
Yeah, actually, they both have regular numbers now. They're 21 CR 36427 and 36428.
Thank you, Judge.
And then the coordinator will, reply to that, and that'll confirm that it's reset.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe we'd be excused.
Okay. That sounds good to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Sylvia, did you hear that? Mr. Montalvo needs a discovery on Nathan Hartman.
We're going to look for Alex Guerrero.
And Judge Hartman was reset to May 12th, or will be.
Let me look. Yes, Nathan Hartman, 2 cases, May 12th. And I see somebody's joined Alex Guerrero. Do we know who that is?
I do not, Judge. I don't show him in my butt. Well, maybe he's over here.
Do we have somebody on the screen, Alex Guerrero?
That's me, Wendy.
I'm sorry, who is that?
Wendy.
Oh, that's Wendy. Okay.
Yes. I don't know why it comes up with my son's name.
Okay.
Well, we can't see you, Wendy.
I don't know. Let me fix the video.
No.
Where is my video?
And we have
Hang on.
somebody, that's Timothy Von Scheel. Is that right?
Where's my camera?
So whoever's the person that's Timothy Von Scheel. Who are you?
That'd be the same issue that we were having with Miss Porter yesterday. They can't hear us yet.
Okay.
Trying to find my video. Hang on.
And Judge, did Karina talk to you about Veronica Mitchell yesterday?
I heard the name. I thought she's supposed to jump on today.
Yes. So it looked like she had gotten the wrong meeting information. So she tried logging in, but she couldn't get in. And so I made sure to give her the account today, told her to be on by 9. She said she'd be able to do it.
I don't know if she made it on the docket or not.
No, she's probably not on the docket. I guess that Timothy person left.
Okay, we want to make sure everybody's got the same docket today. The one I have, like number 1 is Megan Schubert. I'll just do the
Yes,
first and the last one on the page. So number 1 is Megan Schubert. Number 4 is Richard Shorter. And on the next page, 5 is Austin Bollinger. 8 is Lakeisha Malone.
No, I have 8 as Nelson Dorner.
Ben, I brought new
a new docket to y'all yesterday. I don't know if Sylvia might still have them.
Okay, I got it. The one she put on my desk. So,
And then, Judge, that doesn't include the ones that I got emails for this morning. Karina sent those out to me yesterday, and I just got them this morning. So there's some of them that have already been reset.
You know who those are? So I can just,
Yes, sir. I can give them to you real quick. Megan
Okay.
Schubert was reset.
so she's number 1 on the docket. So she's,
Yes.
okay,
And then Ortiz, John Riley, the number 2 and number 3 have been reset.
okay,
On the second page, number 5 and number 6 and number 8, Lakeisha Malone.
okay,
And then on the next page, everybody's still on. And then the next page on number 14 and 15, those I have got a reset.
all right,
And then number 18, Austin Bollinger.
all right.
And that is all I had, sir.
Then we had a couple people that have come in this morning already and they're reset. While we're waiting, I'll just give you those days. So emails should be coming. Number 16, Nidhan Singh. So Laura, you ready to proceed with these?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Nidham Singh is reset to May 6th.
Okay.
Number 17, Robert Cifuentes, May 6th.
Okay.
Number 20, Nathan Hartman, May 12th.
Okay, so
21, Nathan Hartman, May 12th. All right, that's all I got. Now, I guess, get me up to speed here. I had some people, some pro se people on the docket today, and I'm not seeing them now. Do we know what happened to Natalie Robinson? I have her number.
what's the number, Judge?
20 CR 35993.
She had an order to dismiss.
Okay. And next one, okay, I got. Okay, the next one I had on the docket is 21 CR 36404.
Sir, what was your question on that one?
On an earlier docket, he was listed on the docket for today and was pro se. So I had to a form ready for him to get his email address and everything for the future, but I don't see him on this docket.
He's number 19, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, somebody else I had, now they have a cause number, so let me write that on here. Okay, so I think the only one that I don't have a form ready for is Joe Perales, so we'll see if he shows up.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. So they will go down the docket on your people and see what we're going to do. First one I have is Juan Gomez.
Yes, it's a CDL. I have not talked to Ben. I can only assume that it's going to be a standard 90 day. I don't know that. You know, it's a non-moving violation. He's never not offered that on non-moving.
And Ben's,
I can
Ben's
speak for myself on that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you, Ben.
No, we have a different offer for Mr. Gomez, but we can probably discuss it and come to something different.
Okay.
But I emailed an offer a while ago.
Is it? Oh, okay. I've got the file open now and I don't see it, but okay.
We'll come back to him.
Okay.
Next one, Xavier Quinones Vaca.
Yes. Again, John, I have not talked to Mr. Nystrom on today's docket. I apologize. I wonder if we could, can you do a breakout room where we can have like 5 minutes?
Well, hold your breath. We'll see.
Okay. If not, I can call him if he's available to talk by phone. It'll take 5 minutes.
Let's just see if we can do it. Okay. I tell you, Karina, are you either watch the screen or look over my shoulder?
Okay, so go to break limits and then assign to. No.
Don't click there.
No, it's not gonna do nothing. Assign to, and then into. And then Ben can go in there because he's already been in there.
Okay, so
he just stays.
So Ben, you should move back to room 2 and Mr. Clement should get an invite for room 2. So Mr. Clements, did you see the?
Yep, there you go.
All right. All right.
Judge?
The room looks so much better now. All right.
Judge?
Yes.
If I may, we have 2 people up here on the 3rd floor. One is number 19, Jesus Aguado Montoya, a DWI second, number 19 on the docket. And
If he wants to talk to you, that's great. If not, then I have something filled out with the next the next court date with the Zoom invite and all that.
You want me to, he needs to have an attorney. I don't know if he wants a court appointed or it's a DWI. So second, so we need to get an attorney appointed to him, I assume. You want me to send him down to you?
He wants to come down, we'll give him this form.
And then also number 22 on the docket is the same way. It's a DWI on a Brian Osorio.
So for both of those, I have the a reset form with the next, Zoom, meeting on there. I'm sorry?
I'll send them down to you to the courtroom.
Yeah, they'll come down, they can fill out this form, we'll get them an attorney, and then we'll set them for another day.
That's great. Thank you, sir.
Judge Marie's gonna go up there so that they can do their financing swearing into the documents for the attorneys.
Okay.
So she'll be up.
These two, and I wrote on this form, added on this form. I added on this form an email address.
Okay.
So for both of them, you need to get a good email.
Okay.
One has an interpreter. Okay. With him because he doesn't speak English.
Okay.
Well, not if he brought him along with him.
Oh.
Still trying to figure out who is Alex Guerrero. Alex Guerrero, we see you on the screen. See your office on the screen.
Was it that Wendy?
That's Wendy. There she is.
Sorry. I thought that name sounded familiar.
Yeah. How are you feeling that the temperature isn't here today? The temperature? Yeah. Well, I don't know if we can, on that thing, see if you can move it over like either to the cold side or the hot side. I'll throw it up to the group here. So, and who is that? Juan. Okay, so Juan Aguado is here. He has no email. So what's the suggestion?
Has anybody talked to him about whether or not he can create an email address? I mean, they're free email addresses that he could create.
He's here with his interpreter, so they bring them both up in a minute. Between, I don't know, Wendy, you made.
Yes, I can hear you.
Are you gonna be able to help explain to him how to set up an email?
Ooh, I think so.
I see Juan Calderon is getting ready to join. If we can find him.
Your Honor, if you'll give me a second, I'm going to have to get a docket from Sylvia. I think Travis and Ben now are both out because they're both dealing with different people. So
He's number 26 on the docket. Okay, whoops, he's not connected yet.
Travis, do you know about Juan Calderon?
Number 26 on the docket.
Let me look right quick.
All right, so Mr. Calderon, can you hear us?
Does he speak English or just, Spanish or just English?
Try to find out. Mr. Calderon, can you hear us?
Señor Calderón, ¿escucha? ¿Se está escuchando?
Hey, Wendy, can you see Justin Reyes Calderon?
Yes, I see him. I'm trying to reach out to him, but he's not responding. Señor Calderón, ¿escucha?
Justin Reyes Calderon, can you hear us?
Señor Calderón, ¿escucha? ¿Está escuchando?
And what city or something does he live in? And zip code?
Judge, I sent him a direct message and he's shaking his head no, he cannot hear us.
Turn his volume up, maybe.
Can you, I guess, send a message that you can turn his volume up? Okay, and so that, I'm going to just read this out to you, make sure I got it right. So it's BRYAN 02 01602.
Brian with the lowercase o. It's 2016.
Okay, so BRYANO 2016-02.
Form will send out.
Okay, and Mr. Kane said that's a DWI case, and so we would probably not make an offer on that case until he has an attorney.
Hold on, Miss. And is he able to hear us yet?
Señor Calderón, ¿escucha?
No, we're still
¿No se
working
está
on that.
escuchando?
He seems to understand what I'm typing. He says he has it all the way up on his phone. We're having some phone issues in terms of getting people to connect. The only thing I can think to suggest is to tell him to log out and try to log back in.
I guess, can you chat and tell him that?
Okay.
And do we know, does he speak English or just Spanish?
He's responding to me well enough.
What language are you typing in?
I was starting in English, so.
All right. Okay, so I guess we can get into the sign there. Let me make sure we got a good address. Okay, we just need a sign this and then give him one copy. The other we'll send to John Anderson. Give him this one, I guess, because I wrote John Anderson's phone number.
Judge, if I may.
Let me get the other people in here, and I tell you what, one of the, see Mr. Anderson. See if Mr. Anderson can hear us.
I can hear you, Judge.
Okay, we had somebody show up today that I appointed you to. He's still here. Do you want us to direct him to do anything today?
What's his name? Just have him come to the office if you need, and I can speak to him briefly. Or he can just get reset and we'll talk some other time, I guess.
I had him, he's already filled out a reset, but his name is Brian, BRYAN OSORIO.
Okay. He can, if he'd like to come to the office, I'll speak with him briefly.
Okay. So, Mr. We're going to have you, Mr. Anderson's office is here in Belleville. So before you leave the county, we'll give you the address, swing by his office, so then y'all can exchange information. Okay. Okay, so I see Mr. Clements is back. We know what we're going to do on his cases.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so first one was Juan Gomez.
Okay, Yana, that one, the running stop sign is going to be dismissed. We had some JP cases that we took care of as well.
Okay, so I'll just, Sylvia will get me the dismissal on that one. Next one, Xavier Quinones.
That one, we need a 90-day reset.
Wait a second.
Or May the 6th, I believe, is what Mr. Nystrom and I had talked about. We expect that one to be dismissed at that time.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, not to be dismissed, but to be played out.
So what we're gonna have you do is send an email, this address with those.
Okay. It should be there already, Judge.
Okay. Next one was Victor Perez.
That one, Judge, we're working to dismiss today.
And then Jazar Tejada.
Reset to May the 6th.
I think that's all you had. Is that
That's
right?
all that we had.
Okay, and so you have 2 emails coming for those 2?
They should be there.
Okay, great. We're gonna figure him out in a second. If that's it, then I guess you're good to go.
Thank you.
Judge, do you see Mr. Longoria in the waiting room?
Thought I let him in. Try again.
And Judge, me and Mr. Nystrom talked yesterday about.
Hold on just a second here. Okay, so Mr. Anderson, Mr. Osorio is headed your way.
Yes, sir. Mr. Nystrom and I had spoke yesterday about quite a few of my cases, and we reset majority of them. And I believe my staff sent an email to Karina.
Right, I tell you what, we'll go through and we'll talk about the ones we show that are not reset.
Okay.
If there are any. I don't show anybody on the docket for Mr. Anderson that has not been reset. So unless you have somebody that you know of.
No, Judge.
Okay. All right.
Judge, I'm sending down 2 people, number 27 and number 28. Number 27 has a pending felony case that we have not indicted yet, but he needs to have a court-appointed attorney. Number 28.
You going back to 27, Mr. Vasquez, do you
Yes.
anticipate filing that case? It's still an FOC.
Probably filing it as a felony and probably filing the misdemeanor also.
Okay. I'll probably just reset it out of ways until it gets filed.
That's good.
And then who's the other one?
Number 28, Joe Perellis is an assault, family violence. And he says he needs more time to hire a lawyer.
Okay. I'll reset those 2. Okay, so going back to Mr. Anderson, I don't show anybody else on the docket. So if you don't have anybody, then I guess you can go, and Mr. Arsenio is headed your way.
Well, Judge, I'll stay on for a little while just in case somebody pops up and you appoint them to me. I can acknowledge who they are, but I'll keep muted.
All right. So then let's go to Mr. Levan Richardson. You have Miss Browning.
I do. I have Miss Tamanique Browning. Well, I think we've gotten most of the discovery. We've been in a little bit of discussions, but I'd like a little more time to see if what we're going to figure out, which way this thing is actually headed. Whether we're going to have to set it for trial or if we're going to get it worked out.
Okay. I mean, do you want to just set it out several months for pre-trial?
Yes, sir. That sounds good. If we can set it out a few months for a pre-trial.
Judge, we're happy to talk to Mr. Richardson today if you'd like.
Well, and I mean, if y'all want to talk, that's fine, but we'll set her rather. How about June 10th at 1:30?
All right, all right, that sounds very good, Judge.
What we need, Richardson, you do is send an email to this address.
CCL@austincounty.com. And what do I need to put in it, Judge?
Just put her name, Tamanique Browning. You're requesting that Tamanique Browning be reset to June 10th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I think that's all we had with you.
It is, Judge.
You ought to, and just hold on to make sure that we got that email, we received the email.
I will do it, Judge.
Okay, so I got a whole bunch of people in the courtroom I'm going to deal with for a second. So anybody that I need to send breakout rooms while I'm talking to them?
If you could send me and Mr. Richardson to a breakout room, I would appreciate it.
Okay, let's see if we can do it. All right, so walk me through it again. Right.
And then go up to Mr. Richardson. And then assign to
Okay, so Mr. Richardson, you should get a note for a breakout room, and Ben, if you can go back there. Okay, so I'm going to mute myself for a minute while I talk to some of these people. Okay, what, Wendy?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I have Mr. Montoya here. He's going to appoint an attorney, and he'll probably have to come around here so he can see and explain about getting an email.
Okay.
Come on up here, please. You can listen. No. Yeah, just come back here. So, okay. Okay, so I'm trying to get you so you can be on the screen here. Okay. All right, so Wendy, we need to see if we can get Mr. Montoya, and this is Juan Aguado Montoya. Let him know how to set up to get an email.
Okay, señor Aguado,
Sí.
¿me escucha?
Sí.
¿Sí me escucha?
Sí.
Ok, tiene que establecer un correo electrónico.
Sí.
Ok, puede entrar a Yahoo, puede entrar a Gmail, para hacer una hoja de correo electrónico.
Sí.
¿Entiende cómo? ¿Me escucha?
Sí.
Si hay alguien que le pueda, de su familia, que le puede ayudar a crear una hoja, un correo electrónico. Ok, es lo que va a tener que hacer, porque de hoy en adelante, presentarse en frente del juez va a ser a través de la internet, de computadora, y a través del correo electrónico.
Sí. Ok.
Okay, Judge,
Yes.
I did explain to him that he needs to create a Gmail account or a Yahoo account or whatever kind of a email account he needs to, and he says that he can have somebody help him create that.
We lost you at the end there, Wendy.
Oh, and he stated that he can find somebody to help him create an account, an email account.
And he brought somebody with him. What's your connection to Mr.?
I'm only his friend, and I just come to explain him what
Okay.
every year you're gonna tell him.
Okay. Did you hear what
Yes, I understand.
Do you have an email account?
I don't.
Okay. Do you
But
think?
we're gonna try to make him somebody to help him. do
Okay.
that.
All right. So we're going to reset him and see if we can get that set up.
Que le va a aplazar la cita para que a la otra que se encuentre va a tener un correo electrónico. Así va a ser a través de cómo nos podemos comunicar.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. And if he's still on there, Mr. Longoria, I'm going to appoint you to represent Mr. Aguado. So is there, and you're still muted. So I'm going to appoint you, this will be your attorney.
El señor Longoria va a ser su abogado que le va a representar en este caso.
Okay. So Mr. Longoria, what, I guess, contact information would you like?
He can have my cell number, Judge. That's fine. 281-743-2103. And
281, give it again. 281.
743.
That's, I lost that again. 281.
743.
743.
2103.
Okay, and do you want any information for him?
If I could get his phone number, Judge.
Okay.
You have it on his page. It's fine.
Oh, okay. 979-337-9578.
We'll call him this afternoon, Judge.
Hoy en la tarde le va a hablar el abogado Longoria para hacer una llamada a usted.
Okay. You tell him I wrote the attorney's name and phone number here, so he'll get a copy. Okay. So you take this to the lady standing there. Thank you.
Is he gonna have another appointment for that?
Yes, I put another date on that form, and then hopefully before that date to get the email set up. Right. Okay.
Thank you.
And I set it for a day that Wendy would be here also. Who else we have out here?
I don't know. God didn't let those guys in.
Okay. The gentleman here on the first row, what's your name? Okay, and Mr. Vasquez, do you speak English? No? Okay. Okay, see if he's still. I don't see him on there anymore. Yeah, he's the one that we couldn't get earlier. Let's see if we have any luck. And you go first name of Angel or Jose? And then Vasquez or Ardon? Which one? Both?
Yes.
Okay, Wendy may need your help again here. So
Okay.
Mr. Vasquez, come on up here. Just walk around here, please. Okay, so just sort of stand where, okay. So this is Josue Vasquez Ardon. So I guess want to find out if he has an email address.
Es el juez que necesita saber si usted tiene un correo electrónico.
Okay.
Si tiene un correo electrónico, ¿se lo puede presentar a él, por favor?
Mi email.
Just read it out nice and slow.
O dígamelo a mí despacio.
So by the time he comes again, maybe he should have the email, right? Yes.
Es M. B.
¿Cómo?
Judge, if I may, on that guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep a distance from people too. Okay.
Judge Leedy.
Oh, es el que le di yo ahí ahorita, el email.
¿A quién se lo dio?
Oh, en el piso 3.
Sylvia, did he give you his email address?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Who did he give it to?
Sylvia.
He gave it to me. He gave me his wife's email.
Okay. Sylvia, can you read it out nice and slow so I can write it down?
Judge, he wrote it down. He wrote it down on his papers. I told him to show it to you.
It's on his reset.
And of course, I'm trying not to have people on top of me giving me papers and phones too. So.
¿No escribió su correo electrónico en el papel que le dieron?
Sí.
Enséñenselo al juez el papel que le dieron.
I can't. Who lo dio? That's not an email address.
Okay, but he does not have an email address written down. Can we send him back upstairs and have him write down an email address?
Okay, here it is, Judge.
Okay.
MVAS
BAS
QUEZ
QUEZ
_ 18 at yahoo.com.
And I'm going to read this back. Okay, MVAS QUEZ _ 18 at yahoo.com.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so Wendy,
Yes, sir.
if you tell him we're going to have him sign something, but we're going to reset him to May 12th at 9 o'clock.
Que el juez le va a dar un papel donde le va a aplazar la junta hasta la cita hasta el 12 de mayo. Okay, y nomás firma ahí su información.
Okay.
Okay.
If you tell him to take this paper down to the clerk.
Lleve ese papel ahí con la secretaria de abajo.
Okay, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay. Have somebody else, but is there anything else we can work on? Let me see, Mr. Calderon can.
Yes, sir.
All right, good, we can hear you. Okay, let's find him on the docket.
Number 26, sir.
Okay. All right, so okay, what's the charge against Mr. Calderon?
It's a DWI.
He is charged with DWI, Your Honor, and probably he was asking to have some time to hire a lawyer.
Okay, so we'll, first of all, Mr. Calderon, need you to write down this email address.
Okay. Okay, I got it, sir.
So about how much time do you think you need to get an attorney?
Well, honestly, the attorneys that I've looked for are charging me over $3,000, and I don't have that type of money to let it out like that. I need about a month or so to collect that type of money.
And Judge, if I may, the blood results on this case, that's why we haven't filed yet. They're going to take longer than normal. I would estimate they'll probably take at least 6 months. The offense date was October, so at least until May.
Okay, so I don't know if you could hear that, Mr. Calderon. They took blood, and the blood testing is going kind of slow, so we'll probably reset you into like June.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so we'll set you for June the 10th at June the 10th at 9 o'clock. And what we need you to do is send an email to that email address.
Yes, sir. I sent my email. I spoke with one of I don't know who I spoke to yesterday, and I gave them my information, my email. I don't know if y'all want it again.
Well, what I want you to do is send an email to that address I just gave you.
Okay.
You're going to request the case be reset to June 10th at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that. Don't leave us until we confirm we got that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but go ahead and send that email. Okay.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
I just remembered yesterday when I was talking to Mr. Nystrom that a Laird Tolliver was appointed to me.
Okay.
Is the jail on this Zoom or no?
I have to ask the DA's office, are they going to bring the prisoners over, or, I mean, put them on Zoom?
Judge, if you can tell us who you'd want to bring up, I'll call the jail and tell them to make them available if they can.
Yes, first, since Mr. Anderson's here, I guess the first one would be Laird Tolliver, number 25.
Okay. Let me call them and see what their situation is.
Because Mr. Nystrom made me an offer, and I'd like to, if this guy wants to take it, where we could possibly maybe even do the plea later today. I could try and get it all worked out before they ship everybody to Fort Bend. So
we're running out of. I think the ship on that may have sailed. It's I don't know that we can do it today, but we can certainly get it going.
Okay.
What about,
We're gonna have to figure out how to do it with Fort Bend because they're gonna be there for a while anyway. So
what about Karen Strider? Where is she?
Judge, if I may on Karen Strider, she is in the Fort Bend County Jail. I have sent Mr. Longoria a conditions of bond for a PR bond on her just now. I have the original here with me. I was going to bring down to your courtroom, but we're going to ask the court to approve a PR bond on her with conditions. I don't know if Mr. Longoria's been able to visit with her since she's in custody in Fort Bend County.
Judge, I looked at the conditions of bond, spoke to Mr. Kane about it. I set up the system to be able to talk to video conference with the prisoners in Fort Bend County just yesterday. So I'll try to do that. If not, I can always try to get her. If Mr. Kane has her phone number or maybe the mom's number, I'll definitely try to track her down.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming I'll approve the PR bond. So do we just want to agree on a date? How's she going to get that notice of that date?
We would ask when they bring her up to release her today, that they have her sign the conditions of bond. Lori is bringing those down to you now, Judge, so you have them in front of you. And we'd also ask that she be reset. She has 2 felony cases in Harris County set for next week. So we would ask that she be set for like May or so, I guess.
Judge, if I may ask Travis, if they're going to bring her up to the Austin County Jail to release her from Austin County Jail, if there's a time that I can call her and go over the paperwork with her, or have the jail call me, whatever's easier.
Yes, we'll set up a Zoom meeting with you or have her call you.
Okay.
And the other thing, Judge, the jail was going to go get that Mr. Laird Tolliver, but they need a link to the breakout room. If somebody could send that to the jail email.
I think they just have to join this and then we put them in the breakout room.
Well, but the jail needs the link to or an invitation to the Zoom meeting for today.
Okay.
I can send that link.
All right, send that, Brent. Dennis, send that.
So let's look at a reset date for Karen Strider. Did you say in May, you think?
Yes, sir. I would suggest May, and then we'll have to see where we're at on her.
About May 27th.
That sounds good to us.
That's fine, Judge.
Excuse me, Judge. I was trying to reassure my rescheduled my court date.
Did you send that email?
I'm about to send it, but I'm trying to reassure the date.
June 10th at 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Also, Mr. Calderon, if you can put your name and in the body of that email, that helps too, I think. So in the email part, be sure that you've got your full name in there, and I think that'll probably help the court coordinator.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
And then just don't leave until we confirm you got it. Or we
Yes,
have it. Okay, so I approve here we got the jail. Yeah, so I signed the PR bond on Karen Strider and made a note it's reset to June 27th. So I guess when the jail comes on, there they are. Do you want to mention to the jail what the plan's going to be for Karen Strider?
Yes, what we're going to do with Karen Strider is release her on a PR bond today. And the judge is signing that PR bond now, Maggie. But when she comes up, we will need to have her visit on the phone with Steve Longoria, her lawyer.
Okay.
So be sure, because she'll need to sign those conditions, and her lawyer will need to visit with her to make sure she understands the conditions of her PR bond.
Yes, sir. Is she gonna do the via Zoom or just on the phone?
That's up to the
Whatever's
lawyer.
easy. It's whatever's easier for you guys, Maggie. I can call in that number to the jail, or
It doesn't matter.
I mean, to do this, we'd have to set up a meeting and then send that out to everybody.
No, I think it needs to be a private meeting between her lawyer and her.
I'll just call in.
Okay.
And we'll get the PR bond with conditions and that the judge has signed, and email that out to the jail, so y'all have that, Maggie.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then I guess we're looking to get from the jail Laird Tolliver brought in.
Yes, sir. They're getting
Judge, I sent the email. I don't know if you got it.
I'm checking.
Okay. Yeah, we're checking to see.
It's not yet.
Okay. So are you, is the gentleman out there, are you Mr. Perales? And Mr. Perales, do you speak English? Okay. Come on up. Do you have an email address? Okay. Say it out nice and slow. Joe?
Perales, Perales.
Okay. 4, the number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
At gmail.com.
And then do you know what you're charged with, Mr. Perales? Okay. And what is Joe Perales charged with?
Joe Perales, judge, is charged with assault, family violence.
Okay. And so when do you anticipate that could be filed, if it's going to be filed?
Judge, is Mr. Perales, does he speak English? Is he able to come talk to us?
Yes.
Okay. If he'd like, he can come visit with me. I have an offer for him that probably would go over well.
Okay. Well, we'll just reset him while he's here today, and then we'll send him.
I would say reset him for 6 months and then send him up here.
Okay. 6 months from today?
Yes, Judge.
So like into August?
July or August, just Judge.
And Mr. Calderon?
Yes, sir.
We got your email, so you're good to leave the meeting.
Okay, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Okay, so Mr. Perales, you're going to sign this in front of the clerk. Give you a copy, and then after we're done, if you go to the 3rd floor, and the DA's office can tell you what they're going to recommend. Okay. Okay. All right, so then I see, looks like this is Mr. Tolliver. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson still there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so what would you like to do with Mr. Tolliver?
If I can just go into a breakout room real quick so I can tell him what the offer was. then I can let the state know if we have a deal or not. Maybe we can expedite some papers to get him taken care of today.
Okay, so I go to breakout room. And then Anderson. Where's the J? Okay, there we go.
You have to first send Anderson to. And then
Okay, so for anybody at the jail, I'm going to send a breakout room invitation to you, so you'll need to join that.
Yes, sir.
I think that's good for now. So I guess, Mr. Longoria, do we have anything else?
That's the only one I was working on this morning is Nelson Dorner. I did send in his reset. I got it late from him yesterday, so that's the only one. I don't know if he crossed off or not. Nelson Dorner, 20 CR 36078. We reset him to April 8th.
I think on the new docket, they took him off. So.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I just sent in his signed reset, and Brandy and I were working on a plea. So we should be able to take care of him next time.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to get the paperwork done to Mr. Longoria, but I think we have an agreement.
Okay. I don't see anybody else. You can.
there's whoever's in the breakout room still, I think. Anderson is a guy.
Yeah.
Judge.
Yes.
Have we heard from Rochelle Shorter, number 4?
Not heard from him or his attorney.
Okay. And last I talked to Mr. Irving, he did not represent Mr. Shorter anymore.
Well, now there's 2 cases.
Right.
You know, one case we have Irvin has signed off on, and the second case he is not.
Well, the first one, we put him on probation. And that's, I think it's a motion to revoke, or an old case. And then the other one.
If we could, wait a second, if we could look, we get Laura to check, or if somebody can pull up the 19 CR 35682.
I'm sorry, Judge, what did you need me to look at?
Can you look up a case and find out if that's is it a motion to revoke on 19 CR 35682?
Yes, sir, it's a motion to revoke.
Okay, so you're saying Don Irvin does not represent him on the motion to revoke?
That's what Don Irvin has emailed me.
Okay.
And also that he does not represent him on the new case.
Right, and on the new case, yes, he did not represent him, but we sent, the last time we were in court, we got Shorter's email, email. The last time we were in court, Shorter was on the Zoom meeting.
That's correct, Your Honor. And I've been emailing Mr. Shorter a plea offer on those cases.
Okay. So, hey, why don't let's just go through the docket and we'll see if we got anybody else. So number 4 is Richard Shorter. And he's not here, has not joined the meeting. So we'll call his name and forfeit his bond. The number 7 is also Richard Shorter. So we'll call his name and forfeit his bond. Okay, so except for Mr. Tolliver, okay, Mr. Tolliver's back, then that's all I show. It's just a 2.
Judge, how about the Veronica Mitchell that she never showed up?
She never showed up for the 3rd time. So I'm going to forfeit her bond and issue a warrant for her. Okay, so what are we going to do with Mr. Anderson and Mr. Tolliver?
Judge, I've talked to Mr. Tolliver and we have a deal based on what Mr. Nystrom told me. So as soon as we could get some paperwork, I can get it over to him, and I have a 10 o'clock docket that I need to get on, but as soon as I get done with that, that should be short and sweet. And I should be able to get over to Mr. Tolliver and possibly get that done early this afternoon.
Then that's just not feasible. I'm sorry. I've got about 3 people in front of you. It's going to be tomorrow at the earliest.
So I thought I heard earlier that people may be going to Fort Bend. So is Mr. Tolliver going to stay here, or is he going to Fort Bend County?
Everyone should be going to Fort Bend County.
Well, Judge, then can I make a request, Judge? Since we have a deal, and it was going to be where he does time served and a 1-year probation, so he would essentially be getting out if we got it done today.
I've got 2 other people that are also getting out if we get their deals done today, and I'm trying to get theirs done.
I completely understand. I completely.
Okay. Can somebody just give the deal to our office and Karina can write it up?
My other question might have, if we can't do the deal today, that's fine. Could we ask for a PR bond on Mr. Tolliver until we get this deal done and he pleads in a day or so, to where they don't ship him down to Fort Bend? And
I tell you, probably in the time we've been talking about it, we could get it written up. So is it a probation case?
There's 2 cases. There's going to be a time served and a probation case, Judge, and we're going to try to do these as best we can, but we got fingerprints to worry about as well, so we're trying to get those on every judgment we do. It's not just a matter of getting it written up. I'm going to work on it as best I can.
Judge, would you be available tomorrow for our Zoom, please?
Yeah, we have court on.
We have court all morning.
Oh, that's right. We have other hearings all morning, so.
Judge, Marie is taking up the paperwork for Tolliver right now to Karina, the plea paperwork.
Okay. So, I mean, if we get the judgments written and we can email those to Mr. Anderson, can you take those out to the jail after your 10 o'clock docket?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on the first one, that's 36443. Got that one? Okay. So what's the offer going to be?
And again, me and Mr. Anderson haven't discussed. We're just kind of making a bunch of assumptions right now. So the offer that we have is that he's going to do time served on 1 case, the assault family violence with court costs.
How many days?
I don't know how many days he's been in jail right now.
Just pick a number and we give him that and time served.
If we do it today, it would be 18 days.
Okay, so now is that the protective order case?
No, Judge, that's the assault family violence case.
Okay, so I guess flip over to the other one, which is 36444. Okay, so you're saying 18 days in jail, credit for 18 days served?
Yes, Judge.
And any fine or court costs?
There'd be court costs.
408.70.
Which we show is $408.70. Anything else on the assault?
DNA sample, if we can do it. I doubt we can, but.
Are there no contact provisions?
That's the other case.
Okay, so on the assault family violence, 18 days in jail, credit for 18 days served, court costs and DNA?
Yes, Judge.
All right, then going over to the protective order case, what's the recommendation there?
It's a year probation, so a year in jail, probated for 1 year. court costs. He could do a DNA sample on that case. He can submit it to probation, complete a BIP class, and have no contact with the victim.
And what's the victim's name?
Chastity Green.
All right, so Mr. Anderson, is that your understanding of the recommendation in both cases?
Yes, Judge. And then to dismiss the second assault. So,
Okay, so I didn't have a second assault on my docket, so.
He should have 2 assaults.
Okay, I got number 24, number 25 is all I see on the docket.
His other case, the assault family violence that he's pleading to is not on today's docket.
Okay, so is they're saying the 36444, 18 days in jail for 18 days served, that's not the one that he's pleading out to?
Correct. That's not the one he's pleading out to. He's pleading out to his first assault family violence case.
Right.
The other case I have showing for February the 18th.
Yeah.
Okay, can we get the paperwork on that one? So 36444 is going to be dismissed.
you're muted, Ben.
I don't think anybody heard you, Ben.
I didn't say anything.
Is 36444 going to be dismissed?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so Laura's going to send up the papers on the other case. So as I understand, then 36443, 1 year in jail, probated for 1 year, court costs, DNA, BIP class, no contact with Chastity Green. 36444 will be dismissed. And the other case, 18 days in jail, credit for 18 days served, court and court costs. So, Mr. Anderson, is that the recommendation on those 3 cases?
That was my understanding as of yesterday afternoon, Judge.
Okay. Okay, so
Is there a DNA sample on
just do DNA on the one, the
probation?
right.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get those 2 cases then, the judgments waiver, trial court certification, court costs, discovery waiver, get that all emailed to Mr. Anderson.
Judge, would it be faster if I just came and picked it up or?
Probably. Yeah, probably would.
All right, I'll just come pick it up, Judge. As soon as I get done, I'll come up to the jail or to the courthouse and pick it up, and I'll go straight to the jail.
So if I think Mr. Tolliver probably doesn't know the answer. If somebody from the jail is still there, what's the schedule where they're trying to, I guess they're just going to wait until this is done. They'll hold him until the paperwork's all done?
Judge, I don't think they were moving anybody until this weekend.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Anderson will come get that, get it signed up, and then we can look at this afternoon leading him out.
Thank you, Judge.
Will he be coming by the courthouse so that where I can get his thumbprints, or he's just going to do it at the jail?
I'll get a thumbprint on him at the jail. That's what I've been doing on all the other people is they have a pad.
And frankly, the thumbprints the jail is putting on haven't been all that great. We have a fingerprint card that we're attaching to the judgments.
And so where is
I'm sorry.
Where is the fingerprint card?
We should actually have it.
The DA's office has it?
We should. It's in a stack that we received yesterday, I believe. Is that right, Maggie?
Yes, sir. I said his was a part of everything.
Okay. So we can just attach that as an exhibit.
But if I can add that as soon as he gets released, he needs to report to probation immediately for his intake.
Okay. So Mr. Tolliver, do you know where the probation office is in Austin County?
No, sir.
It's right across, you know where the courthouse is?
Yes, sir. I know where the courthouse is.
It's right across from the courthouse. Trying to think here, you know where the old jail is?
No, sir.
Okay.
The jail's been pretty good at giving them directions, Judge. They did that for another guy yesterday.
Okay. I guess just before you leave the jail, make sure you have directions to the probation department.
Okay.
If you come to the courthouse, you know where the bell is? The bell that's on the street level of the courthouse?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you go to that end of the courthouse and just look to your right, you'll see the probation department.
Okay.
It's next to the nail salon, but I'll tell you when I'm there.
All right.
And going back to Mr. Tolliver is the 36443 that he's getting probation, is that supervised or unsupervised?
Supervised.
Supervised. All right. And anything else this morning?
May I be released, Judge?
I think that's all we got.
Thank you.
And then I guess Mr. Longoria and the jail can be released too. So just hold on to Mr. Tolliver until the papers get up there.
Yes, sir.
And I tell you what, and so when we do the plea, then we'll need to get Laura back on the plea so that she can show him the papers and swear him in.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Wendy, I think that's it. Adios. Oop.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Have a great day.
So if you just send up that the invoice.
Okay, sure will. Thank you.
All right. Anything else this morning? No. Okay. Bye-bye.
I'm going to chat and see what. I just noticed it.
That's probably that the guy that
No.
Calderon.
So if it's gonna be this afternoon, I need to get them the Zoom link for this afternoon's stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write this up as best I can and then go to the DA's office and make sure it's correct. I'll do that right now.
Judge, I guess I need to go to Sylvia to get the
Yep.
two numbers.
Call, same guy, but two cases.
Okay.
So Shard,
Yeah.
Shorter.
I guess outside of the courthouse, I would call his name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna note that on the form.
I thought that was much better.
Yeah.
So we
Of course, it went better, but you realized we took care of no cases.
we got Mr. Tolliver taken care of.
Well, we don't have them taken care of yet.
That's true. Okay, so those instructions are good. You'll tweak it a little. And then once you had opened it up, then it's easier to.
Yeah. How come I can't exit for me?
I've got a slight headache.